To live a few more days, Alice cracked out her own teeth. Then she stood in front of her daughter-in-law and said she had started losing teeth. She said she only needed a little food each day. Right after that, Alice ran outside to show everyone. Because this region had a brutal custom. Once parents turned 60 and were still alive, their sons would carry them up the mountain and leave them there, all just to save some food. But Alice never expected this. She was only 59, yet her daughter-in-law already wanted her gone. Alice tried to cook, but her daughter-in-law grabbed the pot away. It was clear Alice had become useless in this home. She tried to grind beans, but her daughter-in-law stopped her again. Alice instantly understood. Her daughter-in-law wanted her sent up the mountain to keep her son from suffering. Alice had to offer to go up the mountain in a few days. Her son could not accept it, but Anna reminded him this was the rule of the village. If they broke it, the whole family would be punished. Under the weight of tradition, Tony could only cry in silence. Soon the day came. Alice took her daughter-in-law to a hidden creek. She told her the trout here could keep the whole family alive through the winter, and told her never to share this place with anyone. That night, the villagers invited the elder to perform the farewell ritual for Alice. After the meeting, the elder pulled Tony aside. He said the mountain path was dangerous. If he ran out of strength halfway, he could throw her off the cliff. Tony froze. He never thought the elder would say such a thing. Before they left, Alice was packing her clothes. Then she heard crying outside. She opened the door and saw Mark, who was 1 year older than her. He was also being sent up the mountain tonight, but he did not want to die. So he ran from home, but his son had already chased him down. They dragged him back home to avoid being seen by others. Alice asked her son to carry her out at midnight. When they walked past the edge of the village, Alice turned back to look at the place she had lived for 60 years. Her heart was full of sorrow and longing, but she patted Tony, telling him to keep going. Every step up the mountain was agony for Tony. He did not want to abandon Alice on the mountain, but he had to follow the rule. After climbing a long distance, he slipped. His bare foot was cut by a sharp rock. Alice tore off a piece of cloth to wrap his wound, to get her up the slope. Tony climbed up first and tied a vine to a tree. Then he pulled himself up while carrying Alice. After struggling past a steep cliff, Alice finally reached the designated place, but what they saw terrified them. The ground was covered with bones, and crows cawed above them, as if welcoming a new meal. Alice picked a place with fewer bones and asked Tony to set her down, but Tony was heartbroken. He could not bear to leave her there, but Alice forced him, so Tony had no choice but to put her down. Alice took out the last bit of food she had and told Tony to bring it home. Tears streamed down Tony's face. Alice held his hand. Tony could no longer hold back his emotions. He hugged her tightly, but under Alice's urging, he walked away in pain.